Good evening, dear friends. Tonight, we will step into the quaint and timeless world of Sweetberry, a small town hidden amidst rolling hills and babbling brooks. Our protagonist is an energetic 8-year-old girl named Lucy, who learned the profound value of kindness in an unexpected way. This story is meant for our young listeners eagerly waiting for a bedtime story, as well as the young at heart who find comfort and wisdom in tales spun with magic. So, get comfortable under your blankets, let your eyes grow heavy, and allow this tale to carry you into a world of enchantment. In the picturesque town of Sweetberry, where the aroma of blooming flowers blended with freshly baked bread from the local bakery and the birds sang harmoniously, Lucy started her day, eager and full of life. Her smile, as bright as a summer's day, was contagious, and she had a heart that was pure and kind. Lucy was a cherished gem, known throughout the town for her joyous spirit and ability to find happiness in simple things. One sunny afternoon, Lucy was happily skipping back from school, her mind full of the day's lessons and laughter. As she neared her quaint little home, she spotted her elderly neighbor, Mrs. Henderson, struggling with her heavy grocery bags. Mrs. Henderson, with her twinkling blue eyes and silver hair, was a beloved member of the Sweetberry community, respected for her wisdom and adored for her lively stories. However, time had started to leave its mark, and her physical strength was not what it once was. Seeing her beloved neighbor struggling, Lucy rushed over, her school bag bouncing against her back. "Can I help you with those, Mrs. Henderson?" Lucy asked, her young face beaming with a willingness to help. Mrs. Henderson looked at her with grateful eyes and handed over her heavy bags. Lucy, though small, handled them with care and carried them with ease, lightening the elderly woman's load. From that day on, a new chapter started in Lucy's life. Each day, she would eagerly await Mrs. Henderson's return from the local grocery store, ready to lend her small yet strong hands. These daily acts of kindness soon blossomed into a beautiful friendship. As Lucy helped with the groceries, Mrs. Henderson shared enchanting tales from her youth, life lessons imbued with wisdom, and fascinating anecdotes that left Lucy wide-eyed and captivated. For Lucy, these moments became a cherished part of her day, more exciting than any playground escapade or cartoon show. One overcast afternoon, Lucy noticed that Mrs. Henderson looked weaker than usual, her usually bright eyes dimmed with fatigue. Concerned, Lucy decided to fetch a bowl of warm chicken soup that her mother had prepared for lunch. She spent the rest of her afternoon keeping the elderly woman company, their usual laughter replaced with soft whispers and comforting silences. Touched by the depth of Lucy's empathy and the sincerity of her actions, Mrs. Henderson thanked her. "My dear Lucy," she said, her voice trembling with emotion, "your kindness is a gift that can move mountains. It can bring warmth to the coldest hearts and bring smiles to the gloomiest faces. It's a force that can change lives and make our world a happier place, one act at a time." These words, spoken with such heartfelt sincerity, resonated with Lucy, helping her understand the real value of kindness. The encounter with Mrs. Henderson marked a transformation in Lucy's life. She realized that her small acts of kindness didn't just make Mrs. Henderson's life easier. They filled her own life with a sense of purpose, joy, and fulfillment that she hadn't experienced before. The more she helped, the happier she felt, and she discovered an inner richness that was more rewarding than anything else. Inspired by Lucy's kindness, other children in Sweetberry started to follow her example. They began helping their elderly neighbors by carrying groceries, aiding them in gardening, or simply spending time with them. Sweetberry, which was already a close-knit community, began to grow even closer. The children learned valuable life lessons from their elders, and the elders found joy and companionship in their young friends. Lucy's simple acts of kindness sparked a wave of change, turning Sweetberry into a town that thrived on mutual help, respect, and, most importantly, kindness. The elders, once struggling with loneliness and the physical strain of age, now had the town's children looking out for them, ready to lend a helping hand. When the mayor of Sweetberry heard about Lucy's story, he was deeply touched. He saw in Lucy's actions an essential lesson for the community. Kindness is not just a virtue, but a necessity for a harmonious society. In honor of Lucy, and to inspire everyone in Sweetberry to adopt kindness as a way of life, he decided to declare a Day of Kindness. The Day of Kindness was a grand affair. The entire town gathered in the bustling town square, buzzing with excitement. They came to honor Lucy, the young girl whose kindness had started a revolution. The mayor presented Lucy with a kindness medal, making her the youngest recipient of such an honor in the town's history. With the town's eyes on her, Lucy addressed the crowd. Her soft, heartfelt words echoed through the square. "I only wanted to help Mrs. Henderson. I didn't know it would inspire so many people. Now I see that even a small act of kindness can make a big difference. Let's remember to be kind, not just today, but every day." As the stars emerged in the twilight sky, Lucy felt an inner peace and contentment. She realized how her single act of kindness had not only improved Mrs. Henderson's life, but had sparked a wave of positive change throughout her town. Her heart was filled with a sense of accomplishment, but more than that, it was brimming with the desire to continue her journey of kindness. Word of Lucy's kindness did not stop at Sweetberry's borders. It traveled far and wide, inspiring children and adults alike to remember, understand, and practice kindness in their daily lives. So, dear friends, as we bring this enchanting tale to a close, let's remember the lessons that Lucy taught us. Kindness is a gift that every single one of us can give, regardless of our age, our resources, or our circumstances. No act of kindness is ever too small. When given with a genuine heart, even the simplest act can create a ripple effect that can change the world in unimaginable ways. As you drift off to sleep tonight, keep Lucy's story in your hearts and minds. Let it inspire your dreams and your actions when you wake up tomorrow. Let us all strive to make our world a kinder place, one act of kindness at a time, just as Lucy did.